What's up, guys? I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC coming at you with the Frontline Goggle from Oakley. Okay, so new for 2017. This is the Frontline Goggle from Oakley, and if you're wondering, no, this is not going to replace the air brake. Call it the cousin, the baby brother, whatever you want. It's going to sit just below the air brake, but still a rock solid goggle. So a couple common features that it shares with the air brake, but a couple differences that we're going to point out as well. Now with the Frontline, first and foremost, the first thing we got to talk about is talk about fit. Now if you've worn an air brake, it's going to fit pretty much the exact same. If you know somebody that has a pair, you could try theirs on. Very similar in fit, very comfortable. We'll talk about the foam here in just a little bit. When we talk about the features of the goggle, the first thing that's going to stand out is going to be their injection molded plutonite lens. So a few years ago, Oakley came out with this technology. A lot of your traditional goggles just use a Lexan lens. What they do is they use plutonite. So plutonite, it's a much thicker injection molded plastic. So the purpose behind it is to give much better protection to the rider's eyes. You know, these bikes nowadays kicking up a lot of roosts at very high speeds. This is going to do a great job of giving good impact protection. And because it is injection molded, you can see it's going to come already curved. So that's going to make sure you're going to have optical clarity. So when you look through it, it's not going to distort the images that you are looking at. So that is the plutonite lens. That is what Oakley is known for. Another cool feature is Oakley has the prism lens for the Frontline. Now the prism technology is actually really cool. I've looked at these goggles. I think it really does a great job. So what it does, it takes the contrast and it just helps you distinguish objects a little bit better when you're out riding. So say you're on a track, there's some big ruts with some shadows in there. Well, the way the light comes through the lens is just going to help you distinguish that, and that contrast can be a lot better. So it's just going to help you ride faster and also ride safer. So that's the injection plutonite lens, again with that prism technology, and that's really what Oakley is known for. So if we look at the rest of the goggle, so on the lens you're going to have two tear-off posts, one on the outrigger. It's going to be for your tear-offs. Now in an outrigger system, we get customers that will comment and say, hey, what is an outrigger system for? You know, why is it important? Why would I want it on a goggle? And the best way I can explain it is just to show you how it works when it's on, when you're wearing the goggles inside of a helmet. So if we look at this helmet here, you can see the goggles are inside the helmet. Now here's your outrigger, right? And you have the strap that's connected. If you didn't have this outrigger system, the strap will be connected to the goggle right where it contacts the rider's face. The problem with that is when you put the goggle on, the strap wants to pull the goggle away from the rider's face, and that can allow debris and other things to get in. So with the outrigger system, it allows the goggle to sit against the rider's face, give a good seal, while the strap is pulling on the outrigger. So that's what the outrigger system is there for, to get better comfort and also just keep a better seal while it's on the rider's face. So if you have questions about that, that is the answer. Next thing we're going to talk about is how this lens actually installs on the goggle. If I turn this over and we look here, you're going to see you have this gasket that goes all the way around the inside. And what Oakley is calling is the Ridgelock technology. So rather than just the lens itself going into the frame of the goggle, this gasket is what's going to install. And the purpose of that is to give a very good seal throughout the entire outside of the goggle. So it's going to keep Mother Nature out. And it's going to hold the lens in place incredibly well. So it's going to do a very good job again. If you have roosts getting kicked up, you hit a tree branch or something like that, it's going to keep the lens in place. It's going to give you really good protection for your eyes. So that's how the lens installs. If we take a closer look at the rest of the goggle, turn around and look at the back here. Another cool feature about it is 50mm strap now. So they went up a little bit from the air brake. So a thicker strap, I like the look of it. You are going to have silicone around the inside, so that's going to hold it in place on your helmet extremely well. And then here on the inside, I talked about this earlier, here is going to be your face foam. So you're going to have a fleece liner that's going to go around the entire inside, so that's very comfortable. It's going to be very moisture wicking. And then after that, you're going to have two more layers of foam that are different densities. So when you're out riding, if you're building up a lot of sweat, you're getting hot, this is going to do a very good job of absorbing that sweat and keeping it away from your eyes and keeping it from dripping inside the goggle. Last thing I will touch on, you do have a removable nose guard, and honestly, that's my only nitpick with the Frontline. I'm not a huge fan of the nose guard that comes on here. In my opinion, I think it looks like a bird beak. I don't know, what do you guys think? Comment below, what do you guys think about it? Do you like it? If you don't, not a big deal. But the nice thing is it is removable, and over to my left, I've actually got a pair here where I took the nose guard off so you guys can see what it looks like without one on there. So that is the Frontline Goggle from Oakley. Now, a lot of people are going to be wondering, well, which one should I get between the Frontline and the air brake? Because they are pretty similar. There's a couple things that I would keep in mind when you are choosing. Well, When it comes to style, Oakley's got it on lockdown. These things are freaking awesome looking. So 2 points that I would consider. The first is that the front line doesn't have the switch lock technology that the air brake does. The switch lock technology is what allows you to change the lens in and out on the air brake. It makes changing the lens very easy. It is a little bit faster and easier than with the front line. And the other is also going to be price. If the switch lock technology on the air brake isn't a deal breaker for you, well, you can save a few bucks and go with the front line. But either way, you're getting the Plutonite injection molded lens, you get the prism technology with the lens, rock solid goggle, can't go wrong with either one. So head over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com to check these out. A lot of cool colorways that you get to choose from. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, or questions, write those below. Give us a call or chat live online. We are standing by to help you out. And remember, orders over $75 ship free, and these are an apparel item. So if you get them and you don't like the fit, just send them back to us in brand new unworn condition, and we will give you free shipping on your first exchange. I am Chase at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.